freedom.
Family.
Hope.
Life.
That one word would be freedom.
There's so much love in my house. And it's because of this place.
In the fall of 1993, with the support of many, a plan was developed to open Western Canada's first private treatment centre of its kind. The Boxwood Road location in Nanaimo, BC was secured, and the plan was turned into action. In April of 1994, Jane Ferguson's dream became a reality as Edgewood first opened its doors to individuals and their families struggling with the disease of addiction. Tragically, on August 29, 2003, Jane, her partner John, her niece Kirsten, and her beloved dog Rascal were killed in a plane crash. But her vision and dream lives on through all of us, and all of you.
From the time I was a young kid, I just remember being afraid. Growing up in an alcoholic household with my dad, and I couldn't understand why the person I loved the most in the world was also the person that evoked this sense of fear and anger in me.
This is how I used to be. This is what I used to be like. Quite a difference from then till now.
And I ended up homeless and afraid, angry. My family had done an intervention with the help of Edgewood, and I told them all how screwed up they all were, and that I could do it all by myself, and I ran for another 11 months until I was pretty close to death. I was 96 pounds of screaming, fighting, crying fury.
My life was lonely and depressing, and the word despair comes to mind.
The only thing I discovered, and I discovered at a young age, drinking helped.
My life became more increasingly miserable. I could not function without drinking all day. I was told that Edgewood was sending an interventionist who travels across the country to pick me up, and I should be ready on Monday morning.
My mother had actually been told by another treatment center to start grieving because I was too far gone.
Because I just kept drinking, and it moved into other things, and I became a professional football player. And football players are not supposed to be afraid. It's not like you can turn to another large guy in the locker room and say, "I'm afraid, I need a hug."
My time was spent focusing on my alcoholic and trying to get him to stop drinking. It was causing me to become more stressed to the point where I was physically becoming sick, mentally sick, spiritually sick.
I didn't have any personal relationships, and I didn't have, there was no bright spots. My family had distanced themselves, and there was nowhere else to go.
I was praying to die in my sleep, and so I actually made a deal with God that if I woke up in the morning that I would reach out for help. And I was mad when I woke up, but I kept my end of the deal for the first time in a long time.
The first thing I did was to spot a liquor store outside the hotel and just buy a bottle and start drinking. At this point, I was walking down Yonge Street in the center lane, just drinking out of a bottle, and my sister, by some miracle, knew that I would probably retreat to the origin where they started, and that was the hardest moment in my life, realizing that I could not run anymore. First of all, it's giving me inner peace, happiness, joy, freedom to make choices today.
I took it very seriously the day I walked in the door. I took it to the seriousness of it meant my life.
Up until I came in here, I hated football. It was just something I did. I didn't enjoy any minute of it. And I did some pretty amazing things. I played in the Super Bowl, was an All-American in college, but I didn't enjoy 1 second of it. To go to the next level, you have to open this emotional door in yourself. And I was always really scared I couldn't close it. And the only way I could manage it was through my addiction. And I was never as good a football player as I was before, but I had 10 times more fun.
I think about the man that I was then when I came in, who had nothing, and I couldn't develop a relationship with anybody. Everything that I never thought was possible for my life I get to do. The thing I'm most proud of is my family. I get to be a father to my 2 boys, and a husband, and a member of my own family with my parents and siblings.
From almost, I felt like I was near dead in many ways, to finding a path that is good for me and good for the people around me.
My daughter's been through bounce back. My son's going to go through bounce back. You know, this place has taught me how to become a healthy human being in so many ways, and I can't make up enough words to say what this place has given me. And you know, it's a house of miracles.
Me and my children frequently visit. They come out here, I go back home. They are so relieved. They sleep at night. They don't worry about that anymore. And as a matter of fact, they're extremely proud. We're so close. We share joy and laughter and those special family hugs and moments.
I have a relationship with all my brothers and sisters. Some of them I hadn't had a relationship with in 40 years. And today I'm part of my family.
My life started here. You know, my life at 35 started here. What I did till I got here was survive.
It's a gift that I never thought that I was going to have, and I get to treat the people in my life with love and respect.
It's an amazing program to go through, and very, very helpful.
And my family's proud of me today. And I'm proud of me too.
We have 2 wonderful kids. They're 12 and 11. My kids are trying at best, but they're excited when they come home in a way that I was never excited when my dad came home. They love me. I don't know if I can say it any better than that. You know, they love me.
Today I have a home that women can come and learn how to live life again, and that fills me up and makes me feel like a useful, responsible human being, and that's not something I ever felt before.
I have gratitude, I have confidence, many other things.
Life today is a world of possibilities.
I would say don't give up.
Have some courage to break the cycle.
I'd like to pass on a message of hope because my mom carried hope for me when I was hopeless.
Recovery is possible. Anybody can do it. No matter how far down you think that you are, you can come out of it.
We're gonna love you till you learn to love yourself.
If I could pass on a message, it would be of hope. Reach out, ask for help.
Everything in my life, all of the gifts, they started right here.
I was 52 when I got clean and sober, and I thought I'd screwed up my entire life, and really life just began with a little hard work and a lot of faith. I got to have the life I dreamed about when I was a little kid.
You don't have to be miserable anymore. There is a way out, and you can have an extremely happy life like I do.
Today, as part of the Edgewood Health Network, Edgewood offers a national standard of care right across the country. We believe addiction is a devastating disease, one that affects millions of people of all walks of life. But there is hope. Recovery is possible.